Hi guys, Puddin here with a game of my Tier 7 German battleship, the Gneisenau. Now I probably butchered the name, so I will just refer to it as the Tier 7 battleship. Now I selected this replay to show that you don't necessarily have to get the kills to do extremely well in this game. As I said in a previous video, the way experience and your credits are divvied up is the percentage of damage you do to a ship is the amount of experience and credits you will get from that ship. This captain I have in here is not a 15-point captain. The only captain skills I have on this captain is expert marks or basics of survivability, expert marksman, vigilance, because I just want a little bit of that advanced warning for torpedoes, and, and advanced fire training to help out with my secondaries and AA. Now I spawned by D, so I'm going to do what I can to help at D instead of driving all the way to the other side and helping out at A. I just feel situations like this, if you spawn closer to A, you deal with A. If you spawn closer to D, you deal with D. See the enemy cruiser here, take a shot out at him. Hopefully those were aimed correctly, and almost 4,000 damage done to him. But he is bow on, and only one shell hit, so really can't argue too much with that. Our friendly Atlanta opens up on him. Notice that this guy is slowing down for whatever reason. Take a shot at his bow because I know he's going to drift forward just a little bit still prior to him backing, getting a ship to go in reverse and get 12,000 damage done to him. Now, I don't know why the friendly Atlanta is using AP at this range on him, but now this cruiser is starting to show me his side, because he's going to want to turn and run. Take my shot. Oh yeah, get a citadel, knocked out his engine, so his damage repair is definitely going to be up, because he's not going to want to be sitting there with a damaged engine with at least one battleship in the area. He's going to want to repair that and get the heck out of there. Now, as you can see, they've got D, we didn't get it. There was really only 3 of us over here. This friendly Mahan and our friendly Atlanta and myself. And there is a smoke cloud on the cap, which means there's a destroyer. Gonna take a shot at the cruiser, hopefully to finish him off, to get him out to try to help out our destroyer. Because your destroyers are really the key to a lot of battles. They will help out a lot more than some people tend to believe, and they are the eyes and ears. Gonna take another shot at the cruiser, just want to get him down, and there is an enemy kamikaze, or the kamikaze are 4 kilometers from me, but luckily this island is in the way, so he cannot tort me. Also, I have the Atlanta here and the enemy Mahan, and this kamikaze yard just doesn't want to come up in here to try to get torps off with 2 rapid-firing U.S. ships. It would just be a death sentence. And, oof, the kamikaze's over here, too. So now we have 2 of these sneaky little Japanese destroyers over here. And I'm going to take advantage of this smoke cloud that the Mahan left. You know, it's there. Why not use it? I needed to slow down and cut my speed anyways, just to make sure any of these torps that they were sending weren't hitting me. But I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the mini-map on where those destroyers are at any given time, because I am extremely close to them. Take a shot at the enemy Tier 7 battleship and get 1 penetrating strike. Wasn't too sure about how much damage, because like I said, I am more worried about these destroyers dropping torps. I pull forward. I do have my secondaries Select it for the Kamikaze R here. Gonna take a shot at him. And nothing hits. Typical battleship dispersion, just not wanting to say yes. But luckily, our DDs managed to take him out. The Kamikaze is... I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but I know he's far enough away to where I can start advancing. The smoke cloud's gone anyways, so there's no point sitting still. Take a shot at the enemy battleship. Ooh, 7,000 damage. Moving on to D to help these guys cap, because I don't want them to be shot at to lose the cap points, because they are going to have most of the cap points. I'd rather have them shooting at me, focused on me, than focused on the destroyers. I'll take a shot at the second enemy battleship in the area. And 6,000 damage. Our friendly Masuki managed to take out the Kamikaze that was in the area. Got the back guns in play, so I might as well shoot and use it. And ooh, one shot for 4,000 damage. Not a bad shot. You know, because I really didn't expect the Citadel, and oof, that shot, I actually got a Citadel on him turning. I suspect I managed to hit the under part of his ship, knocked out his engine, and now I know that this guy is definitely going to have his damage repair out, which is going to help out the friendly ships in the area, because they are more or less just high explosive spammers, and to get those fires going. Take another shot at the battleship. 1,000 damage, but more importantly, I managed to incapacitate a gun. Now, hopefully somebody can hit that gun and knock that out, and that will drop his firepower down significantly, because he is running away, and in essence, he will lose only a third of his firepower, but more importantly, it really turns into he loses half his firepower. Take another shot at him, aiming at the guns. Don't get it. But what I mean by he really loses half is, in order for him to get to risk turning the ship to get those 4 or 2 guns in, it's offering way too much side for the risk and reward. And take another shot at him. That's going right into the superstructure for a nice 3,000 damage. Front guns are loaded. Those are going right in. And ooh, managed to hit that gun again. This guy has got to be infuriated with me constantly knocking out that front gun. And if something like that happens to you, the best thing to do is stop letting them see those front guns. Just use your back guns. It's not worth losing all that firepower at that point to have it continually knocked out. Now this guy's burning. He's not long for the life. There's an Atlanta, a Mahan, and the friendly battleship behind me shooting at him. And the Mahan gets him with his fire damage. Of course, I've only got one fire. There's really no reason to put out one fire. It's just a waste of your damage control. Now I cut my speed and I turn a little bit because I want to get all my guns into play, but more importantly, I wanted to cut my speed down significantly. 14,000 damage, and there goes another gun incapacitation. I just seem to be on target with knocking out these guns today. But I suspected that this guy was dropping torpedoes because I was advancing at a high rate of speed. And for whatever reason, he turned his ship just way too much to be dropping his torpedoes. I don't think he really needs to. Take another shot, aiming for that gun, hopefully to knock it out. And yes, 6,000 damage. One of his front guns is gone. I believe it is the number 2 gun that is gone. These torpedoes will never hit me. I played it smart, and I figured he was dropping these torps. He was way too far. I wasn't advancing fast enough for these, but I'm still going to turn into him in case I misjudged when he dropped. And as you can see, they stopped about 1 kilometer from me, so I really didn't have any fear. Now the friendly destroyer asked if I want to smoke, and I told him no. Didn't need it. This guy's only got two of his three guns. And in order for him to get that front gun into play, he's got to show me a little bit too much of his side. Taking another shot in at him, and don't get any damage. But in a situation like this that he's in, he should be more or less sailing away from me, using that front gun to hit our friendly battleship that is on B to help out his teams, and his rear gun on me. Managed to cap C here with the help of the destroyer and the battleship and the cruiser. Get 1,000 damage done to the enemy battleship. Not much, but hey, at this point, his superstructure is starting to get saturated with damage. Gonna have to start shooting somewhere else. I noticed torpedo planes were coming in. So what I was trying to do is, because they were by these rocks, I wanted to close the distance to the mountain just a little bit. And luckily he didn't drop on me, but to where they would have to fly over me. But I did misjudge that, and he was dropping on the enemy, or the friendly Furutaka instead. So luckily I didn't have to deal with them. Got my AA trained on the torpedo planes, and then I noticed that there are dive bombers coming in. Trying to see where they are to get my AA trained so everything shoots at him, just to help out with their accuracy. The enemy battleship pulls a Notzer. I take a shot. Didn't realize he was backing up as quickly as he was, that he had already come to the complete stop, so those shots did not land where I wanted to, but did 1,000 damage. Noticed my mistake, aimed a little bit behind, and just didn't get anything from those two shots. Noticed the enemy aircraft carrier. The battleship was taken care of by our friendly Mahanagan due to all the fire. I take a shot at the aircraft carrier, target his planes, and yeah, another Citadel for 13,000 damage done to the carrier. He is not going to live long, especially with an Atlanta shooting at him. He is beached. I don't understand why this guy is deciding to hide here. Just wanted to make sure that the friendly Atlanta was going to take care of him. So I start turning to go cap A. And the enemy team, somebody was still in all chat. Hey guys, they got a cap B to stay in the game. Now I just want to point out, we've all made a mistake to where we forget we're in all chat, not just team chat. But sometimes you have to realize that mistake, because it could be you actually gave the enemy important information, but anybody who knows what's going on knows that they are going to be trying to push B to try to stay in the game. And me being a smart butt, just tell them, no, I'm going to go cap A. There's no reason for me to go at B. Like I said, just being a smart butt. Now, as long as this guy is spotted and I can hit him, he will never cap B, because I will just reset it, and the same will be vice versa. If he can hit me and see me while I'm trying to cap A, I will never cap him. And taking another shot at the enemy battleship and only do 1,000 damage. He was driving away. I misjudged my shot, and he is angled a little bit. But what I believe this enemy battleship is doing, which is the right thing, he took a shot at me. I cut my speed just for him to miss. Don't get hit very hard. Turned in slightly, taking another shot in at him as he disappears. And get one base defense and an overpen and a non-penetrating strike. There's the enemy. Texas is the gentleman on the B cap who will, if these guys are smart, cap it out. The enemy German battleship will push ours that is at sea to keep him away. To New Mexico, like I said, if he is smart, he will turn and come to engage me to keep me from capping A and to keep the Texas from being reset. Now, unfortunately, the friendly Atlanta is behind me and is going to be out of the game. We are winning significantly. There's really not much these guys could do. See, the enemy New Mexico want to make this shot count because I don't know when I'll be able to see his side again. He hits me to reset. These shots are going in. And yes,
Enemy heavily damaged.
get a Citadel, a high caliber, and up to 1,300,000 damage, 53 shells connected, 4 Citadels, 6 incapacitations. Those guys must have hated me knocking out those guns. 12 flame shot down, 2 assisted base caps, and 1 base defense and a high caliber. This game is quickly wrapping up. He misses with his front 2 shots. His back shots are coming in, and they hit me for the reset. And those will be the last shots that I take in this game. We are going to win on points because they just cannot get to D in time to stop it. And now we will be taking a look at the post-battle results. 138,000 damage done, 5,468 experience, high caliber, 2 base caps, which is important, but this right here is why I wanted to share this video. With number 1 on a team with 2,300 base experience and not a single ship sank and a battleship. All of my damage coming from my main batteries. No secondaries, no torpedo hits, unfortunately. Made some nice money. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys again for all the support you have been giving us, and have a great day.